Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So, in this video, I'm gonna be showing you the best ways how to get orbits and distance in Space Sailors. So yeah, a lot of you probably want to get a lot of distance and orbits in Space Sailors, which, is a regular thing. Also, my voice is very weird. I don't know why. It sounds like that. But oh well, I guess I can continue on with the video. Oh look, Earth texture. But yeah, so I'm gonna be showing you how to get distance and orbits. First thing, we're gonna do orbits because it's much easier to explain instead of distance. Let's crash into this Orion real quick. But we can't. We can make it spin though. There you go. So the first thing, we're gonna showcase orbits. Oh, I'm outside without a spacesuit. Oh look, the moon over there. Okay, so I actually have an image, official image from Space Sailor's developer, not developer. And I'm gonna be showing it up right here. These are orbital tips. Where to get your orbits fast in Space Sailors. As you can see, this image is the cupola on the ISS. And apparently this is on Instagram. Someone took a screenshot of this. So let's see. This is actually like a few months ago, because it doesn't say series anywhere. But maybe he could update that. But look. First thing, Orion and the ISS. So the Orion, if you don't know, once you pretty much have all your stages of the rocket done, and you're pretty much in orbit, and also including the ISS, it takes 91 minutes. So you can either grind for orbits on the ISS or the Orion. It's pretty much the fastest way to get orbits, I think. I'm not sure. But, yes, that's the fastest way. As you can see, 91 minutes. Lunar Gateway Space Station. If you don't know, the Lunar Gateway is the place where you're teleported to right before you either go to the Moon, Mars, or Ceres. And this place, it takes 138 minutes. Pretty long, right? You don't want to grind very, very slow. Usually you want to grind really fast. But, yeah. Leaving the moon. This is basically just taking off from your lander on the moon, and it takes 111 minutes. You know, I once tried to orbit the moon with that thing, but it just got really laggy, so yeah. Let's see. Leaving Mars. 107 minutes. Basically taking off from Mars on your lander and stuff takes 107 minutes. And the final one, deep space transport at Mars orbit. This takes 114 minutes. And I'm pretty sure the one at Ceres, or deep space transport at Ceres at least, it probably takes like I kind of forgot. I think 2.5 hours. Which is really, really slow. I'm assuming it's around the same time for taking off from your lander on Ceres. But the fastest way to get orbits is the ISS or the Orion. I usually like to go to the ISS, mainly because I like to get money. And we'll be explaining how to get money in Space Sailors in another video, which will probably be after this one. So those are orbital tips. Those orbital tips, those ones, well, they're obviously used so you can get on the leaderboard. As you can see right now, I have 78, which is quite a lot, but not a lot at the same time. Even though I am on the leaderboard, to get to first place, I would need like 1,000 more. So the next thing, oh wow, Snowball Earth. Wait, no, this is just Antarctica. Okay. Next thing we're gonna showcase is... Oh, someone's in the airlock. Come on, depressurize. Come on, get out the airlock. I believe you can do it. Come on. If I get in here, I'm gonna die. Come on. Out you go. Oh, yeah, I died. Okay. Oh well. So, we're gonna showcase how to get distance now. Distance. It's pretty much like getting orbits. It's very similar. Very, very similar. Well, if you want to grind for orbits, then you're... Oh. Hold on a second. Someone docked a Cygnus cargo thing. Let's see. Is there any money bags here? There is. There is. Let's go. Let's go. There's money bags. Here, let me just collect these real quick. And I'm totally not stealing it from this guy just because I need a $10 million. Why am I doing this? Oh well. I just need $10 million and I'm done. Oh wait, this is the... I just noticed this is the same guy. He rage quit. He rage quit. Because I stole them. I'm not even gonna question. Context. I docked a Cygnus and I decided to get the money bags in there because it spawned. And then he showed up. Oh. And then he put a sad face in the chat even though he just tried stealing it from me. But, and then I did it again somehow. And now he rage quit. Okay, anyway, onto the video. Distance. Distance is very strange. You'll actually be able to figure this out quite easily. This one doesn't need that much explaining, but look right here on the top right. I'm not sure if the video quality is high enough yet, but this says 7,685.2 meters a second, which is 7.5 kilometers a second. This is probably one of the fastest ways to get orbits. No, not orbits. Distance in space doors. Orbiting the Earth in the ISS or like the Orion. It's really fast. You go 7.5 kilometers a second, which actually will get you a lot of distance. Maybe like, well, let's think this through. Probably about, here, let me do the math here. Around maybe 3.5 hours just to get 100,000 distance. But don't worry, grinding, you could just grind another day, not all day. Yeah. Like normal people would, and not spending like a month grinding. That's what someone did. They grinded for a literal month on the ISS, and they managed to get like 10 million distance. So yeah. But anyway, this is like one of the fastest ways to get distance. Here's the thing though, there is like a cap to prevent exploits in this game, which is capped at, I think, 40 kilometers a second. This is because, if a glitch happens, for example, in one of my older videos on Space Savers where I went like 1 billion kilometers a second, you might have seen in that video, I don't know. But I didn't get any distance from that. And that's basically the anti-exploit in action. But, of course, I didn't exploit. That was a glitch. So, yes, I'm not a hacker. I'm not a hacker. I don't have hacks. I mean, why would I even hack in this game? That's just silly. Ooh, look. I didn't even realize. It's the Cygnus. Okay. Anyway, oh no, we're gonna die. Run! But you could my brain is dying. You could easily calculate how many kilometers a second you get. For example, Lunar Gateway. I don't know how fast that travels, but if you have a distance that's under 1 million, then you can easily figure that out, and you can decide which place is the fastest thing for you. But clearly I don't have under 1 million. I have 3.2 million because of grinding. But yeah. So I think the fastest way to get distance, but not orbits, is shooting stars. Because remember, the anti-exploit's capped at 40 kilometers a second. But shooting stars, this could easily get you a lot of distance. It's pretty much faster, or it's usually faster than the ISS, but it won't last that long, actually. So that's either that, or you could do the shoot for the moon thing. Once you're in orbit with the Orion, click shoot for the moon, and you'll go at 35,000 studs a second. I don't know how many kilometers a second is that, but yeah. But those are actually one of the fastest ways to get distance. What I like to do, just grind on the ISS, because shooting for the moon, you actually slowly lose speed, probably because, Earth just pulls you back, or you're just entering the sun's orbit? I don't know. Well, that's if you reach escape velocity. But shooting for the moon, you'll eventually run out of speed, and then you'll have to restart over again. It isn't the most efficient strategy. That's why I usually like to go on the ISS, but, it's your choice. So, yeah. So you can either do shooting stars or that, if you want to get the fastest thing. Remember, shooting stars is, really, really, what's the word? It's temporary. You can only go really fast for a short amount of time, actually, maybe around 10 minutes. So your best bet is to grind on the ISS. And here's the thing, the smaller the celestial body, the slower things will orbit. So for example, Ceres. Orbiting Ceres is around 300 meters a second, 350 maybe. And clearly that's not an efficient strategy to go into, or to get distance. But, for example, the Earth, right here, it has a more greater orbital velocity, maybe 7 kilometers a second. I don't know. But look, this might be the fastest way to get distance, but this speed, it's pretty much permanent. It just stays around 7.6 kilometers a second. And shooting stars lasts only 10 minutes, maybe even 20. It depends how lucky you are, but remember the anti-exploit script, whatever it is, maybe it's a script, I don't know. Actually, I think it is. Then it'll pretty much prevent you if you go too fast. It won't ban you or anything. It just won't gain you any distance. But those are the fastest ways to get orbits and distance in Space Sailors. So remember, getting faster orbits on the ISS. Well, actually, maybe you can orbit the Earth when you shoot for the moon, but that's also temporary, and it doesn't actually last that long. It lasts only maybe 30 minutes, an hour, but you should be good on the ISS. So, orbital thing, either shooting for the moon or the ISS, and for distance, shooting stars, shooting for the moon, or the ISS. I actually prefer the ISS a lot more, but it's your choice. So that marks the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah. Pro video. Okay, well anyways, goodbye everybody!